hating on y'all. I call it keeping it real. Logical for impulse. Controlling how I feel. Y'all call that shit hate. Ain't nobody hating on y'all. I call it keeping it real. Logical for impulse. Controlling how I feel. This shit is not real. I ain't joking. We gotta teach these YN, control your emotions. Plus let the world know that men do have emotions. Use logic first, impulse will never work. It will leave you locked up, or even worse, your face on the front of a damn t-shirt. So stay calm, use your brain before you react. Cause when you cross that wrong line, ain't no coming back. Logic goes with impulse.
Yo, round of applause. Yo. I told y'all motherfuckers I was gonna be back. And my special guest tonight, first and foremost, shout out to everybody, show love. Shout out to everybody, shout out to my dog Weezy Charles. Goddamn Gabe, you know what I'm saying? Give me that pep talk. Man, I needed that shit. Shout out to Paul for them, y'all. Now, my special guest tonight is the legendary Nook Dog, aka Nook Vehicles, aka Nappy Head representative, original Nappy Head representative. Nook Dog, round of applause. Oh, and again, I was a member of, he was my group member as well. Round of applause. You got to listen to that. All right, bro, you got the flow, man. What's good, man? What's good?
What's up? What's up? What up, Tally Ho? What up, Ridge Road? What's up? What's up? What's up, Bernino? My brother.
Man, you hear me? Hey, look here, brother. Again, I had to, I want to highlight the legends that I know. You feel me? So I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, coming on tonight. That's why I had to reach out to you. And I'm gonna be reaching out to a lot of legends and a lot of my family members and friends that, that got shit going on and that need to, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna use my platform for. I'm like the motherfucking Tallahassee drink champ. We only fucking with legends. You know what I'm saying?
For
I'm only
sure.
fucking with the legends right now. You feel me?
For sure.
No
For
offense,
sure.
YN. But yeah, man. No, let people know what's going on, man. What you been up to, man?
Oh man, living life, man. Living life, man. A lot of folk be like, Nuke, where you at? Where you at, man? I'm just being a man, taking care of responsibilities, man. Getting older, getting more wiser. You know, uh, keeping a small circle around me. And I feel like when, men, as they get older, their circle get a little bit smaller, but that doesn't necessarily mean bad. That means just a little wiser. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
not person. So let the people know about that new Nappy Head song that y'all, the new album, the song that y'all released. You know what I'm saying? Happy to be
happy to
nappy.
be happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know
Well,
about that, bro?
that went about, after we lost our brother Sheed, rest in peace, Sheed Constantine. We all just got together and, we just say, we just need to link up, man, and do something, in his memory, how he would do it and how he would always want us to come together. Because out of all us, he was like the heart of the group. He was the heart, man, the one who always kept everybody alive and energized, and you know, he would never. She was like, you can't say no around him. You know what I mean? And I miss him dearly, but far as the song go, man, we all linked up, man. We made some phone calls and everything. Said, hey, man, we need to get back in the lab, man, and do this because a lot of people be asking a lot of questions, man. Y'all doing this, y'all doing that, but see, a lot of people don't know we still do music, and
Right.
we still do music, and we got so much stuff that music that people never heard, man. And if we was to let it out right now, man, it's it sound brand new to them. But back to the happy to be happy, man. Well, we was all calling each other and we linked up, man. We hit up uh called Naughty Black and OD and Doe and Severe and Rabbi, and we just booked a session and we went and did it. And uh we was in a lab, man. We was trying to come up with the idea and everything. I kind of already had that verse in my head, for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So it was like off rip, I wanted to kind of go first, and if you listen to a lot of Nappy Headz songs, Nook always go first. I love going first, you know what I'm saying? And we was
Yeah.
going through tracks and everything, and then Severe had brought his laptop and he started playing tracks and everything, and then we was like, boom, that's it right now. You know what I'm saying? And I was just mumbling something in my head, da da da, da da da. And the rest of the boys, they just followed that, man, and they came up with the hook and everything. And once we got that down, man, you know what I'm saying? I said, bro, I got to go ahead and set it off to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? And did that, and everybody did their verses and everything, man. But we released it. And I'm gonna be real, man. When Payne had the show here uh at Cascade Park, it was a
Mhm.
it was I'm be real, dude. I ain't finna fly, dog, and I ain't had nothing back. It was a lot of fuckery going on Facebook. You know what I mean? A lot of
Right. Right.
people saying saying this, saying that, just a lot of rumors and negative shit about us, man. A lot of
Really?
positive, yeah, but a lot of negative shit too, man.
You
And
can't worry about you can't worry
huh?
about the internet. I say, but again, you can't worry about the internet, man. Fuck the
Right,
internet.
right, right, right. So you know what I'm
They
saying?
say,
And it was like, but the thing that how I took it, I'm speaking from my own perspective. You know what I'm saying? My own,
most
and
definitely.
I was like, man, why they saying this? Saying like we ain't friends, like we ain't homeboys, like we don't talk to each other, like they don't know. So, like while all that was going on, they don't know we was in the lab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so after all that happened, man, you know what I'm saying? And OD wrote a post and he kind of killed all of that. You know what I'm saying? And that post
Right.
had got a lot of likes, man. And I was just chilling one day, man. I said, you know what, man? I'm gonna call the fellas up, man. I say, hey, man, let's go and release this, man. So I had hit up DJ Dap, and I said, Dap, bro, I got something I want you to hear, man. And he was like, send it to me. Within 10 minutes, he called me back like, bro, I got to play this on the radio. I got to play this today. And he said, it's just one thing, man. We got to get it clean. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, what time you trying to play it? You know what I'm saying? He was like, within the next hour. I was like, man, how we going to get this clean that fast? So he said, you know what? I got it. He sent it within an hour, man. Within not even an hour, like 30 minutes, he said, I got it cleaned up, bro. And he played it on the radio, and then at the beginning of his show, and then he played it again at the end of the show. And man, I got so many phone calls, man. My phone was just ringing, 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 ringing. Like, man, when y'all did this, man, that bitch fine. This, that, they was everybody was just going nuts about it, man. And then so it reached a few ears around around the area. And next thing we started, getting some shows booked. And we performed at we did it at Pop Bellies. And yeah, I got a call from Uncle Head. Shout out Uncle Head. You know what I'm saying? He wanted us to come out that night and perform with him. And I was like, yeah, man, he wanted us to do robbery, and I was like, man, we we'll do it, but please just let us do this song too. We gotta put this out. We gotta do this song. And he was like, it's whatever you want, Nook, whatever y'all want. And I told the fellas, and man, we went out to Potbelly and we rocked that bit, bro. Yo, yo.
Yeah, front. There you go. Yeah, front. It was, I don't know if you moved sideways or something happened, but say that last part again because it kind of went out a little bit. They didn't really hear what you were
But
saying.
no, I was saying about Head had reached out to me. He hit me up and he wanted us to perform at Potbelly's, man, to do robbery. And I was like, yeah, we'll do it, man, but we got to do this happy to be nappy. And
Right.
and so we went out to the sound check, did it, and everybody who was there for the sound check heard it, and it was like, God damn, this bitch fire, you know what I'm saying? And then that night, man, we performed it, man, and bruh, it just we rocked that bit, and we
That's
had a
what's up,
good
man.
show. We had a good show that night, and then we had got a call uh to perform out in Quincy with Trina, but that show ended up getting canceled due to the weather. We had
Okay.
some bad thunderstorms and some tornadoes coming through, so they had to cancel that. But other than that, man, we still doing music, man, and we staying connected, man, doing music when we can, man. You know.
Oh Lord. Yo,
Yeah, I'm right here, bro.
yo. Oh, okay, the shit, my shit went off. Yeah, that my shit I had to reconnect. That bit went off and came back.
Yeah, yeah, it happened twice, but hey, you back.
Yeah, we back here. Hey, y'all know how this motherfucking internet is, man. Shit, it ain't me, goddamn.
Right,
But
right.
okay. Well, again, I ain't trying to interrupt that story, but let's go back to let me ask you, what made you start doing music? Period. Like, what inspired you to do it from the
Okay,
beginning?
when I was growing up, man, I always had a love for music. Uh, my older brother, um, my older brother Larry, you know,
Mhm.
he's 7 years older than me. So me as a little brother used to watch him and his friends, and growing up in the '90s, you know what I mean? Uh, that's when hip hop was really starting to move something, was really finna take over. You had your early groups like, Big Daddy Kane, LL, Father MC, you know, and my brother started doing music. He was
Mhm.
writing rhymes and everything. I used to like look in his notepad and, you know, steal his rhymes and go to school and say them and stuff like I wrote them and stuff.
Yeah,
I was like 7, 8 years old at the time. And but I always had a love for music, man. And then I met bro D in middle school, and I used to bebop and beat on, drum patterns and stuff on the table and everything. And
yeah, no, that's the old school shit. That's right. Yeah,
right,
go
bro,
ahead.
right, man. I used to have, coins and just making different sounds and stuff. And I could bebop like hell because a lot of people was like Dougie Fresh, but my favorite boxer was Buffy from the Fat Boys. Okay,
Yeah, the human bebop.
right, that was my favorite beatboxer. And but anyway, I was in class, man, and me and OD, we sat next to each other, and man, me and him just clicked, man. We were, you know, born in the same month, just 2 weeks apart, same last name, and then come to find out his family knew my family. They kind of grew up together back in their days, and I was bebopping. He was like, "Man, I can rap, bro," and I was like, "All right, was spit," and he, bruh said a dope ass rhyme. It was like Scarface almost, like when that was around the time the Diary dropped. And so I would just bebop and beat on the table, and he was rapping and everything. So I was like, shit, man, I want to rap too, man. But one day I called him up and I said, man, I wrote some rhymes and everything, man. And said it for him the next day. And he liked them, man. And that was the start of it, man. So me and OD started. We was a group, man. Just Nook and OD, and man, we was riding around performing at talent shows. Started recording on, karaoke machines. I think one of my earliest recordings was with you at
Most definitely.
your
Hey,
house,
hold on.
man.
Hey, yeah, I try to stay out of these conversations. I'm gonna let you keep going. But yeah, I had I had the motherfucking karaoke. And, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about OD. Before you came over, OD came on that motherfucker. That one he was contagious. You hear me? He came over that business to record with me because I'm a little homie. I always been a little homie. He
Right.
came over that business all kind of gangster shit, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on.
Like I said, that face, man.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, man. Hey, look, man. Hey, I don't know nothing about all that shit that you got going on, little buddy. But come back again, and we'll work it out. But yeah, and then you came over one time too. I can say, I watched y'all boys, going to y'all own. I was strict on that hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was just be yourself at all times. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was mostly. I ain't really trip on what a person saying, to just understand that hey, somebody gonna be listening to that shit. You feel me? So if you ain't got
Right.
them glocks and thick knives and shit you rapping about,
Yeah, bro. But I will say this, bro. I was a fan of yours, bro, because my neighbor had your tape and he played it for me, man. And you know, I say, man, who is this? And he was like, this Bird. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, okay. And then time went by, and I eventually ended up meeting you. And
oh yeah,
yeah, man. And
I
yeah, I remember
say
your tape,
that.
man. You had one song on there, Child Support.
Hey,
That was that.
well, hey,
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 you went way back. Well, I don't even know where that bitch at. Well, hey,
hey,
God,
hey, but I remember, bro. I remember. And
that's crazy.
yeah, man.
That's
And I was like, man, bro, right here, slide, man. And but yeah, man. But that's how I got started, man, doing music, man. And just kept writing rhymes, man. And then I started finding my real talent when it came to writing. I love to write stories, you know,
okay.
and I would write stories and say them because I noticed when I said my story rhymes, it would get the attention of the people more than it was just me flowing, just rapping. You know what I'm saying? I just said,
Okay.
okay, Nook, I'm a storyteller. You know what I mean? And
Right.
and I always wanted to grab everybody's attention, so I was a storyteller, man. But I write all kind of rhymes and stuff, man. But I think my real talent when it comes to writing is storytelling. And
Okay.
as I got older, man, I started putting a little bit more uh, logic to it instead of just making up like a bunch of stuff that I mean, when you young, you're gonna write stuff, just stories and fictional stuff. But as I got older and stuff, you know what I mean, started writing a lot of logic and truth, you know.
Okay. Well, I got a question for you, brother. Who came up with the name Nappy Head, and who came up with the name Nappy Boy? Where that came from?
Okay. How I remember it now, the Nappy Head name started in 98, 99, around
Mm-hmm.
that time. And like I said, me and OD, we would always be just it was always Nuke and OD. We went through a lot of names, man. We had this name, this name, this name. And then one day, man, the bell ring at Rick. Me and OD, we always linked up in the hallway between classes and everything. And then he came to me and said, "Nook, bro, I got it." I was like, "What's that?" And bro showed me a folder and he drew 8 heads with dreads on it. And at the time, you didn't think it. I mean, me and him was just it was two of us at the time, but he drew 8 heads and he said nappy heads. And then I was like, "Yeah, I like that shit." You know what I'm saying? And from then on, it was nappy heads. So OD came up with the name nappy heads, and
Okay.
and it's like fate because it was 8 nappy heads, and then the first album we had, the Napatine, the mixtape, had 8 heads going in a circle around the CD, just like he drew it on the folder. It was like God working mysterious ways, man. And
That's right.
yeah, man, and but then when the second part of your question, the Nappy Boy, uh, I remember we was on the road, and I'm just gonna speak my truth, man. Uh,
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
remember
brother. That was
I remember OD said again too. It's like, man, when we get this bread, bro, we need to start an entertainment company called Nappy Boy Entertainment. And
it. Damn.
yeah, and I remember that, man. We was in the van on the road, and so basically, man, it was like whoever made it first, whatever, we was gonna, you know, take that and start Nappy Boy Entertainment. Whether we make it as a group first or one of us made it first, you know what I'm saying? We was gonna start the Nappy Boy Entertainment. So that's how that name came about. That's how I remember how that name came up, you know, Nappy Boy Entertainment.
You heard it here first. Old Dilla. Shout out to Old Dilla. Yeah, Dilla around the time.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
OD always been a dreamer, man. So
right. Cause I remember that banger y'all. That one of the first bangers y'all had. Got them around my way. I got them
yeah.
around my way. Y'all might need to remake that bitch. Y'all might need to
Yeah.
remake that motherfucker. Hey,
Yeah,
that
I
bitch was a
remember that
banger
too,
there.
man. We
Huh?
yeah, I remember that song. You don't want none, don't bring none, cause we don't take that shit round my way. Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, that bitch was a banger.
No, I think we
That
was like
bitch there was a banger.
16, 17 years old at the time when we did that. And that was
Yeah.
crazy too, cause man, that song there was a banger, bro. Because
No, that bitch was a banger.
we had it was V12. They was doing a little talent show or a contest at V12 in Quincy. So me, OD, uh, T Pain, Fahim Payne, and Spanky, you know, we all was on that song, and it was like, man, they doing this concert out there, man. The winner get, I can't even remember what the prize was, but we didn't even care, man. We just wanted to go do that bit. You know what I mean? And we get there,
Yeah.
and they had all these other groups, and there was another group who everybody liked and everything, who was probably expected to win, but they didn't win. You know, we did the song, and it ended up being a tie, I think.
Mm.
And yeah, I believe it was a tie, but it was about 7 or 8 groups there, and this the first time anybody ever seen us perform. I actually
Right.
think that was probably as a Nappy Head group. I think that was the first time we actually performed as a Nappy Head group. Because before then, it was just you know uh, performing at talent shows at school and things around the neighborhood and community. But
Right.
actual show, yeah, and it was a tie, man. And then that's how that came to be.
All right. Well, I got well. again, I got to address the elephant in the room, man. Cause both of us, first of all, the little motherfucker keep calling my name out on podcast, so fuck him. I'm gonna bring it up. What is y'all relationship with the little fella? I ain't calling the name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I'm gonna say this. Uh, it just ain't what it used to be. Um, I just think it's not what it used to be because of communication. I mean, the communication is just gone, you know. Uh,
Right, I never said the lack of communication might be.
right. It's just gone. I mean, and it's like I mean, there a lot of people, it's been 20 years, bro, and it's like, I can't go a day or two without being asked.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, you ain't the only one, and shit
I
crazy
know,
because
bro. I know.
when I
They,
but look, it's just like dude say my name on a podcast, and he don't have to let it go. But then when I try to respond, and they oh man, you need to let that go, bro. Let that how the fuck, you know what I'm
right.
saying? But go ahead, that
I'm,
shit weird.
I'm gonna say, man, it's like when people ask me questions and things like this, I just to try and keep it all because I be trying to, you know, get hurry up and get away from the conversation because I don't be wanting to talk about it all the time. Uh,
But
but it's like I'm proud of them. You being a man, you taking care of your family, and you doing what you're supposed to do. Most success, happy for you. But my thing is, it's just we made a pact. NFL for life. I don't care what we go through. I done had arguments with everybody in this group, and we still pick up the phone and talk to each other. You know, then had disagreements and everything, and we still talk to this day. And we don't want nothing from him. A lot of people think, oh, we supposed to do this or supposed to get this or get that. We don't want shit. Not a damn thing, bro. My thing is just pick up the
it's
phone and
the
holler. You
it's
know,
the principle.
I
It's
haven't
the
talked to
principle.
him since 2019, man. I haven't
Yeah, it's
spoken
the
to him
principle.
since she funeral. After the funeral, you know, me and him talked and everything, exchanged number. We talked a few times on the phone, but that was it. That was it. And then, you know, I'm just being real. I see the podcast and stuff like that, man, and then a lot of that shit ain't true. You know what I mean?
None of that shit be good. That shit be
A
funny,
lot of
but
that shit
but
is not true, bro.
I don't even pay attention to it. But is it like he be slightly giving me props, but trying to diss me at the same time? You know what I'm saying? Like some little weird shit, and people send the shit to me because I don't follow nobody. I don't follow nobody in their family. You know what I'm saying? But the shit just so weird how you know motherfuckers keep fucking keep keep messing with me about it and then lying. At least tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? A half of the truth. But the
Yeah,
last little part, the last part, last podcast they sent to me, he did halfway tell the truth, you know,
you're right.
about how I gave him his name, all that dumb shit. But it's still the principle. It's all about how you do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And and
No, I mean
yeah, that's it.
it be kind of like getting on my nerves a little bit, man. When you know you say stuff like I was in a group of 11 motherfuckers, and I don't recall 11 people being in the group. We were just a bunch of niggas just rapping. No, we wasn't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Dude, funny as hell, man.
Uh,
Dude, funny as fuck. Now he put on the show. Now he damn sure make up some shit. Now
yeah, man. It's just I be like
it's
I
just
saw the Mike Tyson podcast he did with Mike Tyson, and just I was like, man, come on, like that is not true, man. You know,
Right.
like damn, man, why you do this, bro?
Yeah, he an entertainer. One thing about little buddy now, he damn sure an entertainer now. He don't mind lying.
He always been, man. You know, he always been.
Motherfucker entertainer. But the shit's so crazy because he got a bigger he reach more people. So what he say still be like facts, even though they lying, but you know he lying, I know he lying. You know what I'm saying? The shit
Right.
crazy, but
I just saw. I don't know if you saw the documentary that just came out by Diddy. But one woman on the documentary said something. She said when a lot of people in the room that don't know, you're powerful. But when you're in the room with a lot of people who do know, you're not so
right,
powerful.
right, right, because you can't put on that front. I ain't gonna say no name, but a couple of cats that they used to roll with him was saying the same thing. He was like, damn, he had like you Michael Jackson when he ain't around y'all, but when he get around you and not a black, he'll like, boy, he humble as fuck. And, he take that, he can't do that shit, basically.
Right.
So, you know, again, it's always, you can fool somebody, half of the time. You know what I'm saying? You can fool people that don't know. But a motherfucker that know you gotta act accordingly. But
Right.
so do you got any new projects in the music? You know what I'm saying? You wanna let them know how they can get their hands on that happen to be Nappy, or do you got any solo shit coming up?
Actually, man, when we got together, man, and said we gonna do this new music, man, I kind of put whatever I was doing on hold or whatever. But yeah, I got a lot of songs, man, that some recorded, some need to be recorded. Um, and I'm not even gonna front. I kind of been a little slow with the pen, man, because I've been going through some personal stuff,
Oh
family
yeah,
stuff and everything, and so my attention kind of been on that right now, man. But
well,
uh, yeah, I got a lot of stuff, man. A lot of people like I let them hear it and everything. Like, bro, you need to hurry up, put this shit out. You need to put this shit out. I'm like, I'm gonna put
yeah,
it
I
out.
mean, you gotta use your life experiences, dog, and use the music as therapy, bro. That could be an
Yeah,
outlet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I use it for. It's therapy. Whether I put out another mixtape or not, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If it, if something come to my head, I'm gonna drop my shit.
right. And so when I do drop it though, man, I started on it. I was gonna call it therapy one on one, and if the people who really know me knew I was going through a divorce at the time, and I was going through a lot of legal stuff, financial stuff, so that kind of
Right.
took my attention off of that mixtape. But if I do drop it again, I'm gonna recall it. I'm gonna call it therapy one on one. I'm gonna finish up on it and just retweak everything and bring it up to date. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, I got some bangers up in the lab, boy.
No, man, I need to come see and I need to let you hear this shit I got here too, bro.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm trying to open the lab back up, but again, life be life. Um, but I still got the bangers. I mean, I ain't been doing shit. Well, I got too many songs anyway.
Right.
I got a couple of albums I need to re-release, but yeah, man. Whenever you ready, man, hey, the lab always open, dog. And before we get out of here, man, let we I like the podcast is based on talking about relationships, and I changed the logic over impulse because everybody was understanding the motherfucking concept of feeling over flat fact. So logic over impulse is more self-explanatory. So the question is, bro, do you feel that emotionally, the men and the women are roles are reversed when it comes to relationships now?
I'm gonna say, yeah. And the reason why I'm gonna say that, man, is because it's like masculinity has been taken away, has been gone for a long time, and it's still some masculinity, but dog, we living in the age of internet, reality, TV, and all of this is crazy, man. What I see today, man, is just I'm gonna go ahead and say it's too much liberal shit going on, bro. And there's nothing wrong with being, you know, a liberal and things like that. Me, I'm more like a conservative type Democrat. You know what I mean? Um,
Mm-hmm.
but not to bring it all into politics, man. But it does
Right.
play a lot to do with today's relationships, man. Our community is like the least married. Uh, the is the least with fatherless homes. Um,
Oh yeah.
you know, and statistics show that being raised in a two-parent household or being raised by a single father, the children have a better outcome. Um, nothing against my queens and everything, but we are we are out of order. You know what I mean? And
So go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
okay, yeah, we to me, I feel like we out of order, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I had to humble myself too. We everybody done made mistakes. I done made some mistakes in my life, man. But like I said, as you get older, you get wiser, and you start getting more to the logic and getting back to what things how it used to be, and follow. You know, it's God, husband, wife, children. You know what I mean? And
Right.
these these
That's
and
but
these days, man, it's like it's like the
these women are cold blooded right now. And I see a lot of posts with dudes complaining about communicating, dudes complaining about the woman not being emotional, available. You know what I'm saying? And then the women will be like, man, y'all whining like bitches. So again, it's just like right now, as black men, we really don't have a safe haven. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody take our emotions or our feelings in consideration.
see, because it's like if we try and express that,
Mm-hmm.
we either weak, we gay,
Mm-hmm.
or or
You so funny.
we hate women, and
Mm-hmm.
that ain't the case at all. You know
So
what I
weird.
mean?
So weird.
That's why most men be quiet. That's why
Right.
we hold a
But
lot
then
of
when you do that shit, but when you do that shit, then I mean you don't want to communicate.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's no
That's
winning,
weird.
and then it's no winning. And then when you express yourself, what it is, Bert, you abusive. Uh,
You're controlling. You're a narcissist. That's the word. That's
exactly.
what you're saying. You're a narcissist. You're controlling,
So
or you're
that's why
not.
most men be quiet. My uncle told me, you know, men, we not really appreciated till we dead
You're
and gone.
toxic.
You know,
Yeah.
we
Shit
ain't
simple.
appreciated till we dead and gone, bro. And
Like I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. But
yeah,
again,
damn if you do,
I
damn
try
if you don't.
I try to be the boss for us. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't give a fuck how they feel neither. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. Tell me
Right,
what I'm
bro.
gonna say.
I can really get into some deep shit. But then I'll be looked at as a narcissist. You know what I
Who
mean?
gives a fuck? They already call you one anyway. Probably shit. You can't win. Why again,
That's
man?
what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck, but it's just damn,
Right,
that's
but
the
I'm
first
just
thing
saying,
that's
look,
gonna pop off. You know what I
right,
mean?
right. But
And
again,
all we doing is
again,
speaking
so
logic. That's all we doing is
right,
speaking logic.
right. But this is the conflict though, right? Trying to get your emotional wired woman to relate to logic or be logical. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna
Right.
work like that, right?
Right.
So the goal is to try to get the fellas to understand that shit and the women to understand that shit, and then we use that shit to our advantage, right? Because some decisions need to be emotionally, solved. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
some problems need to be logical. If you take your time with each other and use each other's strong points, not our weaknesses, right? If I can't add, why the hell you let me do the bid? Or you know what I'm saying? If you can't read, why the hell you reading the deed? You know what I'm saying? And then get mad at the person because you're highlighting their weaknesses more than their strong points. Find out what a motherfucker can do
Right.
and let them do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what teamwork is all about. So,
Right, man.
you
Because
know,
I be feeling like this sometimes, man. It's like a man and a woman, they could be a couple, man, and then it doesn't take much to please a man. You know what I mean? It, he could
right.
write down everything he want or what he expect.
It's
The list would be
everything.
the list would be that long.
Yeah.
But on the woman's side, she gonna need 3 or 4 pages, pieces of paper,
Right. And all
and
that shit
then
is not reality.
exactly, bro. And it's crazy, man, because it's like a lot of female they don't really understand, man. It's more harder as we get older. Our value go up. You see what I'm saying?
They don't believe that. But
They
go
get
ahead.
older, it kind of goes down, bro.
Right.
And
No, it don't count. It goes down.
and and
And
and,
again,
and, and statistics shows it, bro. But you can't tell them that without being like I said, a narcissist, a woman hater, or you gay, or you hate women, or this and that. No, nobody. There's nothing out. Nobody cares about what the men think, bro. There's,
right.
there's only maybe 2 or 3 places in this state or maybe the country. I might got it wrong. That where men can go for their mental health. They
No,
have
no, yeah, right.
everything for them, bro. Everything.
Because again, we are raised to suck it up. We are raised to
Right.
suffer. Now, me
Right.
personally, now I'm not gonna. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to express yourself and get what the fuck you want. You know what I'm talking about? Like when shit ain't, hey, and I ain't talking about throwing no temper tantrums, nothing like that. But if shit ain't going right or the way you want it to go, then hey, it's not a big deal. Just move on. My
Right.
mom always told me, don't fuck with no woman that you can't leave in 60 seconds. You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, a lot of young cats. I see a lot of young cats get kicked out on Facebook. And again, we have to bring in the internet because that's our reality right now, right? So
Right.
whether it's skid or not, you see motherfuckers get kicked out of their girl house and they don't want to leave. They throw a timber tantrum, tell the people, girl shit. No man, leave. Go get
Leave.
another chick.
Right.
It's the more, I promise it's another one that got that same, probably got a better house, a better. First of all, you need to be getting your own shit anyway. And again, these
I
young
tell all these young brothers I talk to now, man, cats that I, work with and things like that come to me with the things I tell them, man, build yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to build yourself before you even want to go to that level. You know what I'm saying? If I can go back now, me personally, I can't speak for everybody, but I glad I was raised to do things the right way, the way it was meant to be. You know what I mean? I got five
right,
kids. You know what I'm saying? I married their mom. It didn't work out at the end, but God blessed me with another wife, a wife who gets it. You know what I mean? A wife who ain't on the internet, who ain't putting our business out, things like that. You know what I mean? Uh,
right.
and I thank God that He brought her to me. You know what I mean? Um, but I think a lot of relationships get fucked up because they so quick to tell their business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Instead of listening and talking to each other. That shit don't have to leave that room. You know what I mean? And what they say, the single women keep women single, right?
Almost definitely. Hell
Right, bro. It's like how this one gonna tell you, and this one ain't even got a husband or a man or whatever
yeah.
like
That's
that.
why.
You
That's
know?
why. That's why they ain't tell the motherfucker the wrong shit. Cause misery love company,
Right.
and,
They want them to be
and
like
people and women don't understand that.
they want to be the flossy posse.
Right.
They
Or
like,
they want it, or they could just want they want the life that the person has. So you
right,
put that shit
man.
there. As a,
Right.
but again, it's just like again, man. I excuse me. I just try to that I try to have the platform. I'm not a woman hater. I love women, but I love women. I don't like combative. I don't like disrespectful. I don't like mean, selfish ass women. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
It's a
I'm,
difference. It's a big difference.
I'm
That
talking
they
about, and I
deal
done
with.
had a bunch of them. When they don't get their way,
Yeah.
they play victim. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And then will stop at nothing to try and destroy you,
Oh
or
yeah.
to spread lies, rumors, won't tell the truth for shit because they do not want to take accountability,
I
bro.
mean, again, when you got the right to tell your side of the story, that you gonna tell your side of the story. Motherfucker ain't gonna tell the whole story. Me personally, I tell the whole story. I'll be like,
Right.
hey, I fought like this, and this made her react. If I'm gonna tell it, but we gotta wrap this thing up because we getting a little long winded. But do you have anything you want to promote? This your time to go ahead and promote. And next time we'll play one of the songs. I can get it on there. We can play it however you want to do it. And you're always welcome on the platform whenever you want to come on, even just to, you know what I'm saying, just to get on and chat on the topic. You feel me? I really appreciate you. Shout out to the rest of the Nappy Head, my bird brother, not a black. You know what I'm saying? Old Dilla, dope boy. You know what I'm saying? Seville. I think Seville a little bit.
Well,
Seville.
while we on that the subject, you can go to number1music.com, type in Newt Nichols. There's a song on there called Sand.
Okay.
S period, A period, N period, D period. And you know what it stands for. It's called Sand. And I'm gonna send that to you too, if you ain't heard it. But
No, I ain't never heard of it, bro. I ain't never heard of it.
okay.
Now, looking out the
And
news.
believe me, brother, believe me, more women love the song more than the dudes. Now, don't get me wrong, the
Yeah,
dudes love it. But when the women hear it, I can tell the real women from the fake women when they listen to that
no
song.
doubt.
You know
No
what I'm
doubt.
saying?
No doubt.
So,
Shout out to all the real women, goddamn it. Round of applause for the real women. But again, bro, hey, I appreciate you, man. And again, bro, keep doing your thing, man, and don't never start doing what you know how to do best. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck what people say, fuck what people don't say. Keep pushing, man, and do your music when the fuck you want to do it. Cause ain't
right,
nobody tell you to do it, so it can't nobody tell you to stop. You feel me? But
right.
again, round of applause to all the goddamn Red Road legends.
Ridge Road.
Yes, sir. So again, y'all share this, follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, Twitch, Bird Nino, everything, TikTok. I think I'm Dr. Real on TikTok. But yeah, man, we out of this motherfucker, man. Hey, and what else I gotta say? On my music available on our platform. Gonna hit y'all at with the outro, and we out.
Yes, sir.
Y'all call that shit hate. Ain't nobody hating on y'all. I call it keeping it real. Logical for impulse. Yeah, controlling how I feel. Y'all call that shit hate. We gotta teach these YNs, control your emotions. Plus, let the world know that men do have emotions. Use logic first, impulse will never work. It will leave you locked up, or even worse, your face on the front of a damn t-shirt. So stay calm, use your brain before you react. Cause when you cross that wrong line, ain't no coming back. Logic over impulse.
Yes, sir.
That's it, man. We out of this bitch.
All right, man.
Yeah.